Today, I want to talk about something that's real dear and close to me. When I was about 5 years old, I had a belt buckle wrap around my head and the point go into my eye, my right eye. And for years, I lived with that, not really knowing the seriousness of it, being that I was only 5. But I grew up knowing that something wasn't right. As I was in school studying, I realized that I really couldn't see the board, so I would always go to the front. And I'm just thinking that I need glasses. And finally, once I became an adult, I did go to see an eye doctor and get glasses. And for some reason, those glasses wasn't clear enough so that I could really focus and see what I needed to see. But I just went with it. And I went with that for like majority of my life. Fast forward, I ended up being in my 60s and realizing that my eyes was getting worse. And back up a little bit, I was driving and delivering for Walmart and Instacart. I ran a childcare business for 35 years. I got married, raised three bio children, adopted two children through the foster care system, and I'm a foster mom of four little girls now. And I've just been living life. I've been driving, I've been taking the kids on vacation, going to the amusement parks, just living life like any normal person. I always knew something wasn't right when it came to my vision. I couldn't see distance. I wore glasses, so that was good for reading and stuff like that. I love to read, I love studying, I love going to school. But I was always had this uncomfortableness about myself. When I was delivering, I would have to drive all the way up to the home to just get the address. Even if I'm driving in the car, I couldn't see the car tags in front of me. Couldn't even really recognize the people in the car. But that was a normal life to me. That was just the norm, something I just really couldn't put my hands on. What was actually going on? I just figured that as I was getting older, my eyeglasses was just getting worse and worse, and it just wasn't working. And I went like and purchased eyeglasses 4 or 5 times within 2 or 3 years, and paying big money for them. They just wasn't working for me. I did hear my sister one time talk about cataract, and I know I had heard of cataract before. And as we're getting older, sometimes that's what happened. You need your cataracts done. And I did go to the eye doctor one time and was told that it was new. My cataract was just forming, so it wasn't time. So I just went on with my normal, life. Became a loan signing agent, knowing I had to wear my glasses to see the documents. But it was just like putting my glasses on to see the documents, taking them off to just live normal life because I was just uncomfortable with it because my eyes just something wasn't right. I did when I became 62 X-ray and realized that my retina had a tear in it. What that meant to me, that didn't mean anything to me. I wasn't understanding what he was saying. I knew as I was living my normal life, that I used to see this black dot, but I lived with that all my life. So that was something that I knew was out of the ordinary, but normal to me. But so I went to see this retina doctor, and he was like, "Oh, you got a tear in your right eye, and I can repair that and get your vision back to 2020 once you have the cataract." So we went with it. I went to the hospital, got ready for the surgery. Surgery was performed, had my adopted daughter with me, and we had to stay overnight in a hotel. So we went to prepare for this. And a month later, went to go have it checked back and building up this excitement that I'm going to have 2020 vision, everything is going to be good. And a month later, the tear came back. He said the surgery didn't go too well. It just wasn't for me, I guess. But go ahead and have your cataract done. See well was like really something that was weighing on my heart. So I eventually went to have the cataract done. They did my right eye, which is the eye that has a hole in it. And then they went to do the left eye. And let me tell you, if you think you need cataract surgery, please have it done. That was the best thing in the world. It was like all my life I have been living in the dark. All my life I just was not really seeing the world for what it is. When I eventually, after 2 weeks of having the cataract surgery, because I had to do 1 week for one eye and take some time, and then the next week for the next eye, and then about a week or so before, my vision just started coming together. Um, Let me tell you, when I came from the hospital and I was able to actually see things, I was looking in the mirror and I looked at my face and I was like, I think I'm having an allergic reaction to the medication. And I contacted a doctor and come to find out, being hereditary and these pimples all over my face and stuff, I never saw them. I couldn't see my face that clear. So I did not realize that these were already on my face. So I'm thinking I'm having an allergic reaction to the medication, and I'm seeing my face for the first time, actually, like really, really seeing my face. And I knew I had this little pimple here that I pick with all the time. It's probably getting worse. But the rest of the stuff on my face, I was like, I never saw that. And I'm thinking I'm having an allergic reaction, and it's me. I'm seeing me for the first time, and I always had this mindset that I love me and me. I always had a big head about myself. But to see that I had these pimples on my face that I had never, in 60 something years, realized that they were there. I'm getting emotional, but let me get myself together because I'm about to lose my breath now. It was like, I just wanted to cry because I was like, damn, all this time I really was not seeing who I was. I knew I had a big heart. I know I had a love for children, a love for people, and like helping, but now it's time to take care of me, and I'm seeing me for who I am, and really, really seeing me and seeing the world. And I'm going to tell you, I was looking at my son that I adopted, and I know I adopted him at 12, but he was now 18, and for some reason I just could not stop looking at this now kid. 18, I never really saw him for who he is for right now. And I'm actually getting a clear vision of his face, actually being able to see him really good and realize that this boy has grown up on me and became a young man. And I'm just seeing this because I'm seeing him clear. And it was just like, and I know I was trying my best not to make him feel uncomfortable, but I actually was just staring at him because I never really saw his face that clear. And I mean, having the cataract surgery, Jesus, it that was amazing and the best thing that ever happened to my life. When I say I lived in the dark for so long, and now I'm able to just, I can sit here and read everything over there on my wall. I can read my bulletin board. I can. I was sitting at my desk one day, and my door was open here behind me, and I looked outside and I could see Waffle House, which is about 4 or 5 miles down the road. I can see the Waffle House sign so damn clear, as if it was in my backyard. And I'm sitting here looking out the window, like, and my kids are sitting here like, I see the Waffle House sign. And yeah, Mom, no, I see it clear. The Waffle House sign, I can see the buildings, I can see the people's houses down around that area, about 4 or 5 miles down the road or more. I'm not even really sure how far it is, but I know it's far. I know you can't walk to it. And I'm seeing the people's trash cans in front of their door, by the driveway. I'm seeing shit I have never seen before. I got in my car and I'm driving, and as I'm driving down the road, I'm like, damn, I can see the street signs. I can see it from here. I ain't got to get up on it. I can see the man sitting over in his car, face clear as day. When I'm driving down the road, I can read the tags on the people's cars. I can see them sitting in their car, what they're doing, what their face look like. If they're black, they're white, whatever color they are. I can see if they wear glasses or whatever. It was like I had never been able to see things like that before. And I was like, I couldn't believe it. I was thanking God, thanking God, thanking God, because now I'm able to live my life the way God has intended me to live my life. God brought me through that 5-year-old kid to this 60 now to he brought me through because I used to drive at night. I was the go-to driver. And at nighttime I couldn't see nothing. I was just so used to driving and going in these directions and knowing how to get to point A to point, B or whatever and stuff. And people trusted me and I got all these kids' lives and these people's lives in my hand, knowing damn well I can't see nothing. Who else was going to drive? They can drive, so I'm just used to driving. I'm used to just taking the lead and just going for it. So I did. There was times when I was like, "Damn, I hope that was a bump and not nobody that I hit. Please God, just get me home safely." I went through that for so many years. Even delivering stuff, I couldn't even see these people's homes. Anything that I did, I had to do it in the daytime because I could not see at night. I could not take notary signings after 6, 7 o'clock. I had to do everything broad daylight and have my tail home before it got dark. And there was a lot of times I drove at night because I was just used to the route. But now, you can't tell me nothing. When I say having that cataract surgery done changed my life, changed. It's like I'm a born again Christian. I'm a born again person. I can see stuff. I can see the world. The world has lit up for me. It's bright. I'm not in the dark anymore. I'm seeing people when they walk up to me. I'm seeing people when they walk past my house. When they get out and come and drop stuff on my, I know who that was. Man, if I had to identify somebody in a lineup, y'all ass is short. Because I don't know who that was. I can't even tell you what damn near color it was if they were sitting in the car. But now, oh my God, Jesus, if you want to fence about having cataract surgery done, please talk to your doctor. Get your information together. Collect all your notes and take it from this girl. It was the best thing that ever happened to me. Now, my sister told me about it. My mom had it done. Until you do it, you ain't going to know. You ain't going to know the opportunities, the things that you're going to be able to do when you can see clear. Now, it's sad that I went through what I went through. It's really sad. What happened to me was never talked about. I did go to the doctor, but it just was never talked about. Me struggling and living my life the way I lived my life. I'm not going to say I suffered because I gave my kids a great life. I had a great life. I bought homes, I sold homes, I got married, I had kids. I'm a foster parent for over 17, 18 years. I did things. But now I can do things so much more better because I can see what the heck I'm doing. So if you need to have cataract surgery, talk to your doctor and just think about it and just please believe in yourself and be ready to live a fantastic life. Take care.